Right, sorry it's late. Got a bit carried away being decorated. So, the song is All I Get Is Clearly, but it seems quite sarcastic. So, some behaviour that you've done or something that you've said was made something very, very clear to others that maybe they didn't agree with, but you passed caring. So, today's card is the Choice, also known as the Lovers. Adam, Eve, Lily, Susan, Catherine, Emily, Aidan. And Kristen. So let's see. So if you're born on the 6th, that's your card. The Choice card. Always got a backup plan. The Snake, which is this year, the year of conception. It's the apple tree, protection. It's the Garden of Eden, it's paradise. If it's in the upright. It's Gemini energy, so issues are hands, arms, shoulders. It's about children, siblings, school days, communication, etc. Here we have Pisces again, second house of Taurus again, and Pisces in Neptune, which is, as we know, family secrets, karma, prisoners, return, and making recompense for something that you did in the past. So, let's see. Clearly. So something's becoming very clear, hopefully. Clearly. It's obvious. Clearly. And it's in the first part, so it's massively important. You have a choice to make. Obviously you don't want to have to make it, but it's becoming very clear that it has to be done. And it could be 10 years involved here with impatience now. Somebody's impatient. Something you've been impatient for. We've got that 8-day card again. So 8 days. Which would take us to the 14th. 8 days. Something out of the blue to astonish you. Positive actions. Something you never would have believed would happen. That you've been impatient for at least 10 years. Somebody is coming to you, cap in hand, possibly, for something from you that you don't have to give. So it could be helping a young couple out with their first payment on a mortgage or the deposit for a mortgage. Or this is someone going to someone, but you've got to be careful that they're not the type of people that you see on Facebook that plead poverty, and then as soon as you give them the money, they're away on holiday. Because somebody's keeping you in the dark. This is the 19, this is the Leo energy, this is Karen, this is Kent, this is walls, this is obstacles being put in your way. Somebody trying to keep you in the dark about this decision. So we've got David, Adam, Eve, Lily, etc. But you have the moral high ground. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So there's an eclipse there. The eclipse energy lasts for 6 months. We talked about it before. It isn't only the shell that dies, not the soul. So your soul is alive and kicking. No matter what you're going through, this is not going to kill you. And there is enemies. Gemini energy all over this, and Leo. So enough is enough. What's done is done. It's time to end this. Children, travel, harsh words, rapid actions. Yeah, reproductive organs, shared resources. Somebody keeping you in the dark about issues with reproductive organs. So something going on there, or shared resources. And it's all lies. Whatever they're telling you is lies. Lies, deceit and theft. Scorpio energy. Someone being drained with these lies. Somebody watching you. Somebody being deceitful. Somebody wishing you ill. The air signs. But again, you have the moral high ground. So, I mean, if you know that you haven't, then woe betide you. But it looks like lies, deceit and theft. There's no clarity here. There's mind games going on. Somebody wants to escape this because it's pathetic. They've already moved out in their mind. It's just physically they're still where they are. You're at that crossroads. The definition of insanity, so this is insane, is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. There's the number 10. Positive change for the better is coming. Seance perhaps for some. The Wheel of Fortune, a game of chance. Life is the biggest game of chance. Take a chance, the number 10. Stop crying over spilt milk. What's done is done. You have to build a bridge and get over it. The future's not promised, the past is over. You have to live in the now. Yeah. Get off the couch, stop watching Netflix, stop stuffing your face, and be open to what it is that's coming. Because you are conceiving a new idea, a new business, a child, whatever it is, something that will make you very, very happy within 9 months. So, celebration. Wow. So the only positivity we've got here is the number 10. Game of chance, the game of life. The wheel keeps turning. Yeah, you can't be blackmailed anymore. You cannot It's Mercury retrograde. So you've revisited the past, you know what's what, you're putting it right, you're going to leave that deceitful sword down, and you're going to speak the truth and shame the devil. This is too much of a heavy burden for one person to carry, and it's probably not yours to start with. Yeah, children, perhaps lies about paternity. Children, siblings, trauma from the past, and the tall, handsome stranger, someone or something new enter in your life. The hero, in walks the hero. There's the 10 again, so we've got 2 passings, 2 deaths, 2 important people, maybe that's past, who knows, but it is. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, because those swords are falling out. We are healing. 10 weeks. Arguments, bickering, standing up for yourself. And then Spirit give you a gift to fill your cup. Don't wait for others to do it. Your cup is refillable by you. It's never half empty or half full. And that plus the 5 equals 6, which is fond memories of the past. Something or someone from the past. Fill in your cup. Yeah, a new team. The green light of girl from Spirit. Find your tribe. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. You need to find your tribe, the ones that see things the way you do. So, second house is all about your finances or your self-worth. The way you see your worth, whether it be in material or spiritual wealth. Second house is the neck and throat, so issues there. Banks, the colour green, which is the heart chakra. Material world, wealth, worldly goods, personal resources, possessions, shared resources, security values, self-worth, material values, and your spending. The second house is concerned with security. For some people, this security comes from external possessions that give a sense of personal substance, most usually a house or a car. For others, security is an inequality, so they can live anywhere with very little and yet feel safe and secure. So, it's all about what your values are in life. And then Pisces and Neptune, that's where it likes to be. Let's see. Pisces and Neptune. This placement aspires to a total merging, a coming together, a return to source. So there is a return here of someone coming back. Or someone leaving this plane and going to spirit. The danger lies in being unable to distinguish between escapism, which is what we've got there, somebody wanting to escape. Is this escapism, or is it really what you want? And true spiritual inspiration. So make sure you know the difference. Jara, the results of your earlier efforts, you are reaping what you sow, are realised. A time of peace and happiness and fruitful seasons. It can break through stagnancy, hopes and expectations of peace and prosperity. The yin to your yang. Jera. So Rosemary then is a name that's connected to Jera. And it is, believe it or not, the 12th rune, joy and celebration. So 12th house we've got of Pisces, and the 12th rune. So number 12 is massively important. 12 noon, 12 midnight, whenever that may be. Rosemary, Jera. Jera is the joy to men when the gods make the earth to bring forth shining fruits for rich and poor alike. So for all of us. The letter J or Y. Jera is connected with the yearly cycles of nature, particularly with the harvest, so reaping what you sow, the celebration that goes with it. It is also symbolised by strength of the venerable oak, Taurus, which is our second house. So, also, Harvest Festival, I don't know when it is, we may have already had it. The humble herb rosemary. It's a rune of joy and plenty and of rich blessings. It's associated with Yuletide, so Christmas season, and it expresses much of the warmth and happiness of that time. In this sense, Jera symbolically assigned to the winter solstice, 21st of December, when the sun is at its weakest, yet begins to gain strength once more. Jera is the 12th rune and therefore halfway point of the Elder Fullock. The year also has 12 months, and in ancient times a day was in addition held to consist of 12 hours. This relates to the tale of Baldur and Hodor, the blind brother that's slain is the beautiful brother whose mother tried to protect with charms and spells but forgot about the mistletoe. So mistletoe is very important. A brother turning on a brother, but not intentionally because he's blind. He needed the help of the devil. So the devil got into somebody and made them do it. Loki persuaded him to join the game and offered not only to guide his hand, but to provide him with an unlikely weapon, a dart made from the puny mistletoe. This small dart alone hit its mark, and Baldur fell down dead, slain by his brother's hand. But all was not lost, for Baldur eventually conquered death and was later resurrected, just like the sun on midwinter's day. This is connected with endings and new beginnings. We have the endings there, the 10 of Swords twice. Where it's gone, lost it. We've got it twice, so now it's there. 10 of Swords, hello. 10 of Swords, so there it is. 10 of Swords and the 9 of Cups, which is the new beginnings. It's the 9 of Cups. Reaping the rewards of your past efforts. Its appearance signifies a completion of some project, which will celebrate the joy and relief. Jera shows that your optimism will not be misplaced and that personal success is very likely. A new home or the signing of contracts is also suggested, but be very careful if you do. It may be that you will have to employ the services of a professional person, such as a lawyer or accountant. I don't see that. Put the final seal on some kind of advantageous agreement. Jera's connection with the number 12 may suggest that a period of 12 months in this year is indicated, so the 12th is 6 days away. This need not necessarily mean that you will have to wait a year for the good times to come again, just that the abundant good luck of this rune may last a considerable period, such as 12 months. Take some time and effort to reach a successful conclusion that you desire. So there's the good luck there and the good luck with Jera. So that's twice they're giving us good luck. And number 4, the Kali Lily. She's very red there. Xanthidacea Ethiopian is the Latin name. Number 4. The moon, the sun, Venus and Pluto. So the dark side, the illumination, the love and the unknown. The Kali Lily is used as a magic for beauty, fascination, glamour, enchantment. It is trumpet lily for its white trumpet-like shape. The lily itself is reminiscent of both male and female genitalia, so there you go. And depending on the perspective, giving rise to the idea of being a fertility or virility or sexuality plant. It links the roots to the crown, being an unfolding white flower, and is associated with sleep, peace, and peaceful crossing over in the death. So 2 peaceful crossing overs, because we've got 2 death cards. Death and rebirth. It can help us in any magic where we make an end and a fresh start, or where we need to bring our spiritual connection into the material world and its practical concerns. The deepest nature of Kala Lily is a balancing our spiritual and our sexual nature, showing us the two are not mutually exclusive, but deeply intertwined. Our pleasure in this world, intimacy, and spiritual evolution are all connected. The living plant spirit is balanced by the crowned angel of death, pierced by a spear. The duality is echoed by the ancient Greek masks, turned modern theatre symbol of comedy and tragedy. To Catholics, Kala Lily is associated with the Virgin Mary, so the name Mary could be important. And to the pagan Romans, it was a flower of sexuality. In truth, the plant unites both of these forces emanating from one divine source. The union of the two is the key that opens the deepest mystery. The union of the two is the Lovers, today's card. Wherever it's gone. We've lost it. There it is. The union of the two. Very good, Spirit. And it is the key. So it is reversed. The difficulties of Kala Lily can indicate that something is ending and you are not at peace. You need to learn how to transition to make the necessary change without a lot of drama. Accept what is ending and grieve, but allow something new to rise. Reverse Kala Lily can indicate difficulties or conflict in relationship, where one aspect of the relationship, spiritual or physical, is being nurtured while the other is not. It is time to seek balance in all your relationships. And remember that people sign contracts before they're born to pass when they pass. And it's usually to make room for a new soul to come in. My spiritual nature and sexual nature are balanced and harmonious. Finally, the bobcat and the blackthorn. That is the patience that we need, because we're growing impatient. We can't wait much longer. There we are, the number 11, or is it? No, it isn't. It's number 40, I believe. I shall soon see, but I believe it's number 40. 38, 39, 40. So, bobcats are stealthy hunters, blending easily into the environment. They are independent creatures who can wait for hours for their prey, pouncing upon up to 10 feet on the right moment. The blackthorn is a thorny shrub covered in bittersweet berries called sloes. Associated with overcoming obstacles, the blackthorn's sharp spines provide shelter to vulnerable birds. According to law, if blackthorn berries are plentiful, the coming winter will be severe. Traditionally, harvest is late autumn. Sloes provide nourishment in the form of jams, wines, and other hardy treats with which to patiently pass a harsh winter. A difficult journey ahead requires your preparation and patience. Channel the bobcat's stealth and pack plenty of provisions. Ration your sustenance carefully, and remember that berries are often sweetest after a hard frost, so this will be all the sweeter after the hard time that we're going through. How might you mentally prepare such that you can survive when supplies are low? So things may get hard financially, but we will survive. Have we got time? Yes, I think we have, but I'm not going to mess about. So, quick then, we're just going to chuck a couple of them down. One card through it, that's too many. One card, please. Oh, there we have it. Number 11. See the bigger picture. Spirit communication, pay attention. They're coming to talk to you in your dreams or giving you messages in other ways. On the radio, angel numbers, you know the drill. Animals, bird, insects, look them up as animal totems because it could be important. Number 11, massively important. So 10 and 11, then we've got 10, 11, 12, and we had the 14, and death is the 13, so that period of time could be important. The Hawk Prince, as your ally, brings good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, a letter, an email, or a conversation that lets you know the next step to take towards your greatest good, or to tell you that you've arrived at an important stage on your path. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communications, so pay attention when you think you hear something important. Pop out at you from the radio, the TV, or in overhearing the conversations of strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you, you're just not listening. Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. Beautiful read. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.